Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of First and Last 2022 edition.
Oh, baby.
Even though the first one in 2022 goes out already.
Cool.
But this is the first time we're recording in 2022. So that's neat. My name is Josh, and with me this week we've got Joe.
Hey, man.
And Jimmy.
What it do?
Nothing. I was looking right at Jimmy when I said we have Joe, and I almost didn't say Joe's name.
We have Jomi.
That would have been love a good wombo.
Yeah. How was everybody's New Year's? Did everything go extremely exciting and partyful? You were out of town.
I was visiting my niece and nephew, and I was under the impression that we were just gonna hang out till maybe 10 or 11 or so, and then just peace out, go back to the hotel. But then, yeah, no, the kids are let's fucking hang out till midnight. Let's ring this in.
Of course they were, man.
So what you're saying is you didn't get hot tub hotel time.
No. I was just midnight.
The hot tub hotel.
It's getting late.
Hotel hot tub isn't open till past midnight on New Year's Eve. Come on, hotel.
Maybe it closes down at 12:01. You're we already kept
Party's
it
over.
We already kept it over 2 hours early. Normally it closes at 10.
They make swimwear masks.
Oh, masks that can work in the pool?
It's just waterboarding.
Yeah, that sounds terrible. What did you guys do?
Oh, we slept. Actually, I tried to sleep.
Sounds great.
He went to bed early, and which was awesome, except for that our dog just has the worst GI tract ever, and she wakes up. She's just wakes up in the middle of the night and is I have to go outside, please. And so I have had some. It's been a rough few nights. I think she's on the mend though. She's good.
I mean, you can just let her outside though at this point, right?
Yeah, I let her out, and then she's and then she passes out, but then I'm well, now I'm awake. It's
you got that problem where when you wake up you are awake?
Well, because this is several times a night when this happens.
Sure.
So it's the first time I'm okay, I'm asleep. And then the second time I'm okay, well now I'm just thinking about stuff.
I've always had New Year's Eve on my bottom tier of holidays anyway. Even in my even when New Year's was more fun in my 20s, it was still just it was most nights out, except now everybody's out and it's impossible to get a cab or an Uber and hard to get a drink.
And they're $1 million.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I feel I had probably 4 or 5 just crazy fun going out, having a ball. Some were dressing up, some were just friend parties, whatever, in my 20s. And now in my mid 30s, I'm I just don't care. I would rather be playing games or just hanging out with a couple friends or something like that than doing anything. And we had a sweatpants New Year's.
Yum.
Nice.
So it was just
Yum.
Delicious.
Joe, you don't own sweatpants? Or did Claire finally buy you some for Christmas?
I think I've got this pair of bluish gray pants that I don't know if they qualify as sweatpants or joggers.
I mean, joggers.
Sure.
Are they? They're
joggers
cotton
are a form of
whatever?
sweatpants.
Yeah.
They're cotton, but doesn't jogger depend on they're shorter?
They're a different cut, but
still a type of
I
sweat.
would consider them also made from sweat.
Yeah. So those
of children
made from sweat.
those exist, and I guess the bottom line is that I've worn them maybe once, twice.
Yeah. Any pants you buy that are made in China are technically sweatpants because they come from sweatshops.
That's where the name comes from.
Yeah. God, I hope not.
Oh man, is that true?
Let's not look that up and instead go to what is first and last for anybody that likes whatever show Jimmy picked for us and tuned in.
Ooh.
It's a TV pod. We take the first episode of a show and watch and analyze that, and then skip straight to the end and watch the last episode of a show. So if you were to like do that to a year, it'd be like if you reviewed what you did on New Year's Day, and then skipped straight to New Year's Eve of that year and evaluated your year that way.
Sure, it was great. Good job. Am I still alive?
I'm like, what did I...
During a pandemic?
We're recording this on January 3rd, and I'll be honest, I'm not 100% sure what I did on January 1st.
of 2022?
Of 2022. 2 days ago.
Oh, good point.
I know what I did yesterday.
I know what I did.
That's about as far as I go. All right. Well, hey, Jimmy, it was your show this week.
Yeah, I did.
What did you pick for us?
Yeah, I mean, yeah. I was looking for some kind of football show because I beat Joe in our fantasy football championship game.
Yeah. I failed to check my lineup, but then
in the championship?
Here's the thing. There's like one player I could have swapped out, but I still lost by like 50.
So it wouldn't have mattered. Like, you couldn't have done anything? At least with your roster currently?
Yeah.
As it was?
You could have looked at the waiver wire.
Did you pick Antonio Brown and then he ran off?
That is ridiculous. Yeah. Just Google Antonio Brown Buccaneers. He literally just took his clothes off in the middle of the game.
That's fantastic.
The game was happening. He was doing jumping jacks in the end zone.
Yeah, there was play going on in the opposite side of the field.
Apparently, like, security started to like chase after him. I don't know if they thought he was a streaker or what.
This fan is jacked, but for
He's 6'3"
He did look
and
good.
jacked.
he's an older player too. He's like, okay, wow. I don't know if I was gonna say he's like our age, but that can't be. That's probably not true.
Yeah, probably not.
Probably like 30.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, last week. So last week we did the ranch, which was Joe's, and we were saying how that was like, it was trying to be this like rural thing, but clearly written by like East Coast elites, like the 2.5 Men guys.
Did you find a city show clearly written by right wing?
Man. Clearly written by rural people who don't know what happens in the city.
Right wing farmers.
I feel like that's what a lot of city shows are. They're just shows that aren't really about actually what it's actually like living in a city at all. Sex in the City is not like New York at all, I imagine.
Yeah.
Is it?
I don't know. Never been.
Is that really what it's like?
Way less sex.
Let us know.
I've been to New
Way more
York,
city.
but I'll be honest. The only Sex and the City episodes I've seen are the ones we watched. So
Yeah, that's fair.
and I
There are new ones. Do you know
do
this?
not plan on watching any more Sex and the City.
There are new ones, and my wife, I was overhearing her listening to them, and they're trying to like navigate the like racial climate, and like it's listening to it, I'm like, oh my god, like oh, it's charming that these women are trying to not to be racist, but they're being super racist, and we're just supposed to be like, oh, but it's Samantha, haha, or whatever. I don't know. I know that's one of their names.
Samantha. She's super racist, but she's also a goof.
Oh god, look how she's trying. What a racist. What a Karen. It's about 4 Karens. Actually, I assume they're not all in it.
They're
still
like prototype Karens, really, probably.
They're the original Karen.
Yeah. The primordial
beta testing
Karen.
No, so I picked another Netflix show called Longmire that was suggested like forever ago, I think, and it's been on my little list. The only person that I remember that's in it is Lou Diamond Phillips.
I thought you were going to say Diamond Dallas Page.
I
for 2
almost
seconds.
said Diamond Lou Phillips. And not Kevin Costner like I thought, because that's a different show called Yellowstone. But it's based on a set of like novels and short stories by an actual guy from West Virginia, who it's a fictional town of Longmire, but it's Sheriff Walt Longmire is what it says the books are about.
So it says it's a crime drama / neo-western.
Neo-western.
So it takes place in the Matrix, so that's cool.
That's fun.
Spoiler.
Is this a modern day western or type scenario, or is this like a older 1900s?
I assume when I hear Western, I assume it's got to be more like 1800s, but at least. But I don't know. I have not read any of Craig Johnson's novels.
Yeah.
The only pictures I'm seeing is just like a typical cowboy-looking sheriff man with a shotgun or like a rifle.
Yeah, I assume he's got a 6-shooter and a horse, which I don't know that you would see today, even today.
Yeah, I mean, I just did a Google image search for Longmire, and like it looks pretty modern.
Okay.
Did you see a Ford F-150? Is that what?
I mean, in one of the pictures, yeah.
Okay,
and
so it's
like
just Walker, Texas Ranger.
He's like an older gentleman, and he's carrying a rifle on his shoulder.
Okay.
Nice.
So this is on Netflix, Jimmy?
Yeah, I think it's another Netflix series, I believe.
Okay, really quick, I guess it looks like it says A&E from 2012 to 2014.
Oh,
and then
okay. So maybe
Netflix picked it up 2015 to 2017.
Okay.
So it went 6 seasons and 63 episodes.
I feel like, that lady is definitely in Battlestar Galactica. Katie Sackhoff. I was just looking at the cast.
Oh, that's Starbuck
Is that her name?
from
Should watch that.
Battlestar Galactica.
Yeah.
Yeah, she played Starbuck. So the nerds out there know what I'm talking about.
Great coffee.
Yeah, that's what she was originally a barista and then finally got her big break on Longmire.
Space barista. Cool. I mean, those are literally the things I know about the show. Like that people, since we've been doing this podcast, have been like, "Oh, you should watch Longmire." Do you watch that show? Like, no, never seen that show.
It says that guy's Craig Johnson's series is based on Walt Longmire Mysteries series. So it's like a Western mystery series.
Yeah, plus if there's
books.
crime,
I'm
there's
more
got to be
interested in that.
mystery.
That could be good. So that makes me think. Obviously, it's not a Twin Peaks scenario, but I thought this is good. The show first
Western
episode's going to
Twin
be like
Peaks.
dead local girl,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
shot, and it's
Love
gonna.
it.
I don't know. Let's see, A&E 2012. It's probably gonna blame it on the local Indian reservation or
I
something
mean, that's
like
where it's gonna start, right?
Yeah.
Ooh.
And then they find out it was just like the drunk white guy from from one of the 7 bars in the town.
Mm-hmm.
That's not called Long. Is it? I wonder if they're in a fictional town or not.
I for some reason I thought the town was called Longmire, but I don't know why. I think that
So the sheriff Longmire of the town of Longmire.
his family is a founding member.
He lives on Longmire Ranch.
On Craig Johnson's Wikipedia, it says that the success of his novels is celebrated in an annual festival called Longmire Day, held in Buffalo, Wyoming, the real-life inspiration for series fictional setting.
Oh man, people are going to be mad about this episode of our podcast. Then. If it has a festival,
Longmire Day.
that's pretty sweet.
12,000 people attend each year.
That's pretty cool.
That's not like that, man.
I don't think I've heard of this show before. But like, I'm like weirdly intrigued. Like, I don't know. Like,
If it could be some sort of like maybe mysterious Western, like some mystery every once in a while, but probably just a straight Western. I don't know if I've ever seen like a long form, like a show that goes on for a long time. 63 episodes of just like a Western. Like Deadwood is maybe the only other
6
show
seasons.
that I've like, I can think of off the top of my head at least. That's just like a really big Western. Bonanza. The Lone Ranger in Tonto.
not very well versed in Westerns, other than just like playing Red Dead Redemption.
I do love me some 3:10 to Yuma. That's a great movie.
I don't think I ever saw that. That's Christian Bale, right?
Yeah. And Russell Crowe?
All right.
Yep.
He plays Yuma.
Christian Bale's 3:10. crazy. I guess I gave my 2 cents on what I think is going to happen in the first episode.
Yeah, I kind of want it to be, when you said mystery, now I just want it to be like that he's solving the crime of a murder over the course of a season. Because I think I'm less interested in just like a sheriff just patrolling a small town. But if he's solving a mystery and I could try to solve that mystery with him.
Yeah, and then every once in a while there's probably like whatever a Western's version of a monster of the week could be.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like a bank robbery one week or someone like kills the saloon owner or something. I don't know. Stuff like that.
I like that. Just an X-Files, but a Western, a modern day Western.
Yeah.
So like an overarching thing, but with lots of fun little plot stuff in between.
Mm-hmm.
Probably some interesting townsfolk.
Yeah.
All of them have their
Sci-fi.
reasons for wanting to murder this girl.
Just everyone's got motive.
It's weird because her name's Laura Palmer. But no, should we find out who gets murdered or if anybody gets murdered in this Western?
Somebody better.
The first episode of Longmire, so I said earlier, was on A&E. I almost said AEW. A&E. It was on June 3rd, 2012, and the first episode is just called Pilot. So we're off to a good start. We'll be back after we watch it. We are back. We're done with the first episode of Longmire. It was just called Pilot. Jimmy, do you have a write-up?
Your favorite?
Mm-hmm.
Here is what I have from IMDb by Camus716. Sheriff Longmire runs a small department in rural Wyoming. When the body of a man is found in the woods, the investigation leads to tension between Longmire and the local Indian reservation, as well as between Longmire and his Indian friend who runs a local bar. Also, he's a bartender at that bar. I don't know that he runs the local bar.
Who?
Henry?
Lou Diamond Phillips?
Did you get the impression he run? I guess he was fixing the jukebox.
Yes, I get the impression that he runs it and then will sometimes serve drinks.
Okay.
Yeah, sometimes your bartender calls in sick, so you gotta serve drinks, you know. Plus, then you don't gotta pay anybody to do it.
I might need a new prediction then.
Yeah, my thought was that was his bar.
Mm-hmm.
If at the very least he was like the full manager of it.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
At the very least.
I mean, so that was a really short synopsis. A lot of things happened.
Oh, that was the whole synopsis?
That was it.
Oh, okay. I thought we just broke it up by correcting you on Henry.
No, I was done speaking. But we have Walt. He apparently has a daughter, I think named Katie.
Yeah, I didn't catch her name.
And a dead wife in a tea, like a loose leaf tea box.
Yeah, don't brew that tea.
Which, yeah, he grabbed at the beginning, and we're led to believe that, maybe he's going to have some tea, and then and then he has coffee instead.
Yeah, I thought the implication was he just didn't want any tea that morning.
That's what they want you to think. They did a bunch of little things like that. A bunch of little clever turns. Anyway, so we've got Walt. Oh, before that even, there's like a cold open of a dude. It was the first thing?
Yeah, it was a dude like running through a snowy field filled with sheep, and then he gets shot in the back.
Yeah, and we're seeing him through like a sniper scope, basically. And he dies.
Sure did.
In the snow at night. Then we have Walt in his shitty shower in like an unfinished cabin that he says he's renovating.
That is his home.
That's his home, but it's like a log cabin on like a side of a field.
That's what people live in Wyoming.
Yeah, fair. So, as far as I know. There's some weird thing. He had a moment with an owl that was there for 1 second, so maybe we'll see that again.
Maybe he's got a spirit animal.
Maybe it's his wife come back as an owl.
She's like, don't drink me.
Don't you drink that?
Who are you gonna drink today?
Oh, we also had like on the counter a bunch of Rainier beer, which I'm assuming is like Mount Rainier, like beer.
Yeah, I wonder if it's
cans.
It's probably not a real beer.
Yeah, probably not.
It's probably a show
Probably
beer.
not.
Just kind of a stand-in for like regular Coors.
Coors, yeah. It did kind of look like a Coors banquet can. But then they use that later because he rolls his truck and there's a bunch of empty beer cans found in it. But he's like, I only drink Rainier.
Mm-hmm.
Those were not Rainier beer cans. I also pick up litter, which he is seen doing a couple times throughout the show randomly.
Yeah.
They never draw attention to it. But you're supposed to just notice it.
There's
'Cause
one
this is a
thing you know
mystery.
about people that drink Rainier. That's they only drink Rainier.
Yeah. Yeah. Then like Lou Diamond Phillips, his name is Henry, and he's like the BFF, and so they lead you to believe at one point in this show, like while Walt's trying to track down the killer of this guy, they find out that there was like an RV parked there. That's a like moving brothel.
Mm-hmm.
And it sounds like it's from people on the reservation who he has
Well, it didn't seem like that was the people that were running it per se. It was like the thing. Yeah, the guy that got murdered in the beginning was the dad, right, of one of the Native American girls who went missing. She had gone missing a while back.
Mm-hmm.
So he was trying to look for her. Turns out that he died next to or where this RV was the night before, which apparently everyone else in town besides like the cops know that like this is like a kind of a mobile brothel, and that she might have been involved with that potentially. And then things led him to go to the bar where Henry works because some guy said, talk to the Indian guy that works at the bar.
Yeah, one of the other like deputies finds a pair of pants at the scene of the crime, and they track down the kid whose pants they were, and he's got a picture of himself with the missing girl from the RV. Like, man, you're a dumbass. But it did help them help Walt to find what was up, and so yeah. So it's like, okay, is Walt immediately assumes it's his like best friend because he's the Indian guy at the Red Pony, which is like, man.
Yeah, there's a thing that happens in TV and a lot of it happens frequently in like superhero shows and movies, which is a big thing. It's that when someone tells you an item of information, you immediately run to the person who you think it is and then like scream at them and not explain yourself cordially. And then the person who is getting like accused or asked questions like is skirting around actual information that would just quell this problem.
Yeah. Very easily.
Like you watched Hawkeye.
Yeah.
On DC or on a HBO, right? Is that where it was? Disney Plus. What the
Disney.
hell?
It's a Marvel show.
Where am I?
Owned by Disney.
But he like talks to the one girl who Zach Braff's girlfriend, the other Black Widow,
Elena.
And they're like talking about actual Black Widow, Natalia or whatever. But they just keep talking, and it's like if you guys would just have a conversation, this would be completely over. But instead they're like, you don't know what's up, I don't know what's going on, you don't know what's going on, and it's just like, Jesus Christ. So
it's
like stuff
true.
like that happens in TV and stuff a lot because
it's true, but she was hired to kill him. At least there's that.
Yeah, but she wanted to.
Yeah, it's true.
So
but what bothered me especially in this is that the whole thing is like they're making him out to be this detective, like really smart, like good at his job detective. He
even handed a guy a Sherlock Holmes book.
He literally handed a Sherlock Holmes. So on the nose. But then he doesn't like quickly fact check his best friend who he probably doesn't need to fact check.
He's trying to track down this mobile brothel. And the kid who was last seen at the mobile brothel says, you know, if you want to know where the brothel is, you talk to the Indian guy at the Red Pony, which is the bar. And instead of interrogating this kid further to be like, okay, which Indian guy?
Yeah.
Or like
Because he would have
specifically,
said like the young one, you
Yeah.
know?
yeah, or like specifically like, hey man, just to make this clear, you're talking to the cops. You're telling me that this person at the Red Pony is implicated with the brothel, and not just like, I'm telling you this riddle 3. Like,
Right.
And well, it's not like Henry, Lou Diamond Phillips. It's not like he's the only Native American guy running around town.
Yeah.
They like this town seems to be pretty close to like their
Mm-hmm,
reservation. And so, you know, like plenty, it seems like it's a pretty intermingled town.
Yeah,
That
it's
like
not
a
like there's
plenty
just
of Native
one-
Americans
yeah.
work in town.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Probably some live in town and don't live on the reservation and whatnot and stuff.
So Longmire screws up in the like interrogation, and then when he goes to talk to his friend, he again just kind of talks in riddles of just like, I was told that you were into something and you're implicated in blah blah blah, instead of just being like, hey man, I talked to this kid. He said to talk to the Indian guy here. Like,
Do
is
you
that
know who that is?
Yeah, do you know who that is? Is that you? Can we like talk about this?
Yeah. He literally just walks in and it's just like, you selling sex out of this
Yeah.
bar, friend?
Who do you think you are?
You got a mobile sex van I need to know about?
And he's just like, what the hell are you talking about? So yeah, but they do make it seem like that's going to be a big part of this show, is like this tension between Walt and the Res, and maybe Walt and Native Americans in general, but he's got this friend.
I don't know,
Henry.
man. I feel like he gave him pretty solid goodwill at the end there by saving one of their daughters, basically.
Yeah, maybe, but like, so they
got a nod.
They said, I forgot to entirely mention the character Vic, who's like this female officer on the force who's been there for 6 months, and she's from like Philly homicide.
Yeah, she's
And
a city slicker homicide detective.
now she's in Wyoming,
Hey, you know, sometimes
asking questions about
person
sheep.
wants to
Yeah.
live in the countryside.
But she thinks all of this is like just like way below her pay grade.
Yeah, like, I want a raise.
Little does she know she's in Longmire mystery territory.
Yeah, that she's apparently very needed there. I forgot where I was going with that, and why she was important.
Well,
to
she
the
was
next
just
part of the story.
she was there.
Oh, because they were in the car together. They rode together. And I think this is after Walt rolled his car while seeing another deputy's billboard that he was running for sheriff against him.
Branch Connolly.
First name Branch.
Yeah, he's a
Interesting.
failed country music star.
Man,
Branch Connolly.
there probably is a country branch, huh? That probably is a
I mean, one of Keith Urban's kids is named Branch.
somebody's name. But so they're on the way to the res, Walt and Vic, to find out. Was it because they know that somehow they know that this guy's tied with.
Well, they talked to I assume he's a pawn shop guy.
Pawn Shop Dan.
His name was Dan. I didn't know
His name was Dan. I looked it up on the IMDb.
Okay, so yeah, because they talked to Pawn Shop Dan and basically asked him like, "This
About
is the
guns.
bullet," and he was like, "Oh, it's got to be one of these old guns," which is,
He
going
led
to
it
the end.
himself.
He like legitimately was like, yeah, it's this old gun," which was like, he was telling them the truth about the gun, which I guess it's possible that you couldn't really get. I mean, a quick
thought he could
Google
just get
search
away with
maybe
it.
would have. But I was like, you're kind of not helping yourself out because, spoiler alert, he's the killer.
Yeah. Well, he didn't do anything to implicate himself in it, though, so it was smart. Like, it didn't.
You tried to
There was
implicate
no way to know
other
that
people on the
he had
reservation.
that gun. Yeah, he pointed it to other people. That's how they get caught. You know, they're just so brazened, emboldened. What's the word I'm looking for? Anyway,
Stupid.
Pawn Shop Dan, he did it. Spoiler. Oh yeah, but I was trying to say, so Vic and Walter in the car on the way in. They're in the res, like gonna meet up with people about this case, and she says something, throws a line in there about like how they don't like him because he arrested their police chief, and he throws in a thing. It's like, well, if you're embezzling or whatever. So like the res cops hate him
Mm-hmm.
And immediately some guy punches him in the face when they get out of the car. So that's a thing that seems like it's going to be a part of this show.
According to him, he said that he vowed to knock him out next time he saw him. So he's not a man of his word.
No, didn't quite do it.
It's a big old guy. You got to put a lot of force behind to knock one of those guys out.
He's a Longmire.
That's right. That's right, Joe.
Wow. So yeah, they find out that the dishwasher at the Red Pony is the actual Indian in question, and they find him. His name is
Avo.
Avo.
I think it was Alvo.
Alpo.
Yeah,
like the dog food. And then Pawn Shop Dan shoots him with his crazy old gun.
Well, because he goes and meets Alvo.
Yeah, Walt goes to meet him, and Dan shoots him and tries to run away. Walt
But Dan's the one that told him that this gun takes like 5 seconds to reload. So it's like this thing where he's like running through the field, trying to like hide behind various things to like get away.
Running and counting like he's Ethan Hunt somehow.
There's no way that man can run as far as Tom Cruise can in any given day of his life.
And how is he running and being like, okay, I have 5 seconds to run to this stump. 5. Like, no.
I mean, counting a little faster is probably better for him anyway. Probably a little safer.
It was a slow 5 for sure.
But yeah, he catches up with that guy, and then he has like the most amazing shot ever. He like aims his rifle via his car door and shoots the guy who I think he was like 300 or 400 football fields away at this point.
In a car.
Yeah,
driving away.
Mm-hmm.
And he shoots Pawn Shop Dan.
One shot.
Gets him.
Through the car somehow.
Gets up to him because his car's like stopped now, but he's still kind of alive. And he gets like the answers of where the missing girl is.
Mm-hmm.
Like some ranch in Montana, I think, is where they house the trafficked women, I guess.
Yeah.
And then
I'm not laughing about that. No.
Yeah, you're laughing about this part, which is Pawn Shop Dan was like, I'll tell you, but you have to call an ambulance.
Yeah.
And then he's like, cool, thanks for the information. He just walks away. And he's like, you got to call? He's like, I don't have a cell phone.
Yeah, it's a part of his shtick. He's old school.
Mm-hmm.
So you're going to die in a field.
That's some cowboy justice right there, right?
I guess.
Yeah. He's not a cowboy. He's a sheriff.
Well, it's pretty close. I don't think he's technically allowed to do that. I think he was supposed to try to administer first aid.
Yeah. Just after that scene ended with him walking away, being like, I don't have a cell phone. He actually goes like, I'm just kidding. I'm going to call the ambulance.
Yeah, it fades to black. But if it was up, he'd be like, I know, I'm fucking with you.
I'm just kidding. I really don't have a cell phone, but I got a radio in my car. I'll
be right back.
Yeah, for sure.
Just like put some pressure on that for now.
He'll be fine.
He might. The radio did break when he rolled the truck. So potentially it doesn't work still. But what was everyone's initial thoughts on this show?
Okay, so just to like recap, because there's a lot going on, but like the main plot, or there's kind of 3 aspects to the show. I feel like is like there's the main plot where he's solving the mystery of this murder, which takes him from person to person, unraveling different parts of the mystery. It's kind of like an episode of like Law and Order or something.
That's a little procedural.
Yeah, like you talk to the next person who gives you more of a clue, and then it turns out it was, whatchamacallit, Pawn Shop Dan that we talked to in the beginning.
Ugh,
it was him the whole
known.
time. He would have gotten away with it if it wasn't for you meddling sheriff.
Maybe because it was in like Wyoming country, like ranch type scenario. I was like, if I was watching Law and Order, I would have saw that the whole time. But for some reason, like it got me.
I kind of assumed like that this mystery would go on all season, but wrapped up in an episode. But that's probably the largest aspect of the episode. The other parts are the like sheriff's department intrigue, where includes Deputy Vic, who is the
big city
detective who doesn't really want to be there, and Branch, who is just kind of like a hotshot young deputy who wants to be he's running for sheriff, and maybe is a little bit all sizzle, no steak. He's a cowboy metaphor. And then the last piece that's maybe only like 10% of the episode is that there's clearly stuff going on with Sheriff Longmire, and that he's recently deceased. It seems like his wife passed away a year ago.
Something like that. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Keeping her in a tea box, and his house is a shit box.
He's remodeling, Joe.
He's remodeling. He may have a drinking problem.
A little bit.
Yeah, the problem is there ain't that much Rainier around.
Yeah.
He's standing up his daughter for their lunch dates,
Mm-hmm.
and she's concerned.
Yeah. So those are the pieces, which are like common pieces that I feel like I would see in a lot of, prestige cable, but it seems like for maybe other shows that I've seen that are a little more prestige-y, prestige-ish. It's prestigerific.
I almost said that one. I almost did.
What?
Prestigical. The recipe is, the proportions are different in that there isn't as much procedural plot stuff, and there's more time spent on like the character and like his like old man trauma that he doesn't like to talk about.
Yeah.
As opposed to all of the intricacies of, well, we got to talk to this guy who's giving us a clue about this, and like this was actually a red herring, and like it couldn't have fired the gun because it doesn't smell like gunpowder, it smells like oil. And that kind of stuff makes it feel more like, not basic cable, but like network TV CSI.
Mm-hmm. I thought some of that though, with him like smelling the gun and doing stuff like that, to me it was like, oh, he's like a really good sheriff, like he's really good at this, but he just has had a bad go at it for a year because of
Could be.
dead T-wife.
Could be.
So yeah, all that to say, it's just like it looks, it's like on paper it kind of is kind of dressed up to look like a Sopranos or Breaking Bad or something, but
His
like
name is Walt.
yeah, exactly. But in watching it feels a little bit more like a CSI Law and Order.
Okay.
Yeah. With a bigger budget. Nicer shots of the mountains.
Which
like,
better location.
Could have been nicer. Like I feel like there's a lot of good
ones.
There's a lot of good scenery out there that like again with a more prestige-licious show.
Definitious.
Just going Fergie now.
Like there would totally be longer shots of the mountains that are just like maybe even a little too long. That's just like all of the like setup shots for new scenes are just like very quick. Just like this guy walks in and then he gives us their new exposition. Where it's just like I feel like a lot of other A&E. This was A&E.
This is A&E.
Yeah. I think this was like their first original series. The thing said.
Yeah, like if this is A&E, HBO is giving us like 20 seconds of mountains before a character talks in every scene.
Yeah.
So wait, do you want more, or are you happy with the small amount of scenes? Scenery. Pre-scenery.
I don't know. I think it's just a different style.
Yeah. They had so much, they had a lot of talking they wanted to get in, so, you didn't have time for that. No time to look at the mountains.
Yeah. I really like if you've seen like True Detective, maybe that's a closer analog than Sopranos or Breaking Bad, where it's like it is kind of a Western, it is a mystery, but like there's way more Matthew McConaughey talking about time being a flat circle.
All right.
And in this, there's way more just like, detective work, procedural stuff.
So did you like it?
I don't know. I feel like I like the game of the mystery procedural stuff. If going in, I thought it was going to be like a season-long mystery, and it seems like this stuff was pretty well wrapped up in this episode, and reading the description of the next episode, just like on the Netflix thing, it seemed like it was a whole nother case.
Mm-hmm.
And I think I'm less into that.
Less into it seems to be more of a one and done scenario, at least at the moment.
But I also, the reason I hesitate is because this went, 8 seasons?
6. 4 on A&E, 2 on Netflix.
And that part of it too, that like then it went to Netflix.
Yeah, that's my hang up.
I was kind of hung up in like a good way that it went 4 seasons on A&E and then went to Netflix, and maybe some of the reins are a little bit looser on Netflix, and like you can have longer episodes, and maybe they reins.
Pun intended.
Very much intended. That maybe, that gets a little bit more, we'll run longer arcs, and it's not that like we need to satisfy the viewer every episode with a mystery. I might be more interested in where this goes towards the later seasons.
That's fair. I just don't know of a show that switched networks and got better. It's like it's like what sequels to the movie are actually, stand up to the first film,
Empire Strikes Back.
Except the one example.
T2 Judgment Day.
Okay, yeah, that does fucking rock. But yeah, for the most part.
Yeah. I'm curious to see. I feel like obviously it's going to be different. It's 6 seasons later, but I feel like the finale is going to feel different somehow. Whether or not it's good or bad, I think I'm open to. Yeah. I'm hopefully open to that. Yes. Whatever. As far as this episode goes, after seeing all of it, it's like, okay, wow, yeah, this is really just like a Western procedural. Basically, it's kind of what it is. Feel like it's got a little bit more It's got more substance to it, in my opinion, than a CSI or an NCIS or NY. Maybe, I don't know. I've never seen NYPD Blue, but like it feels like it has a little bit more substance into it. It felt like it did some fun like things that were like slight, like clever that you didn't pick up, like him picking up some trash and then it coming up later, him like stuff like that, like little things that it was kind of like, oh, so there's a little bit of a reward for noticing some things, which I do like some subtleties that I liked in that. I wasn't mad that it ended up kind of feeling like a procedural, I think because of its setting and because of like kind of the tension that it built between like, like the sheriffs and like the reservation police and like the kind of two worlds thing that's doing something a little bit differently than like a NCIS or something like that would do. So I would roll into episode 2, but I wouldn't commit until I did that, basically. But I'm open to continuing watching currently.
I think I would too, and I think it's not because it's like that great. I think it was like compelling enough. It wasn't like it's kind of fun. Like it's a drama, but it's not like super. It wasn't super heavy ever. I mean, I guess if you really think about like the implications of like prostitution and reservations and the like starkness of how terrible like Indian reservations tend to be, and like if you've ever listened to any true crime podcasts, basically like I mean, and just watch the news, like they're like
have you ever seen the news before?
Like Native American women are like super at risk for like kidnapping and stuff. Anyway, all of that's super dark.
Yeah.
So, but beyond that, like the show itself was actually fairly light.
But yeah, all of that stuff is on like the fringes, right? Like we don't actually see or deal with any of that, with any of those issues. It's more of just part of the plot of the crime.
Yeah, they never even like went to like where the ranch was, where those girls were or whatever. We don't know We literally don't know of any other girls besides just the one that he was trying to
we
like
saw
find.
one guy being arrested and the one girl being found.
Yeah, and he cracked
she
the
was
case.
fine, right?
Yeah,
Like,
and he
she
cracked
was
the
alive.
case, and then like somebody else. It was like 3 seconds of like just some random dude being like arrested, like kind of thing.
Yeah, the end.
They weren't like, we may have another Ruby Ridge on our hands or anything. Like, they was just like, oh, they got him. We did it. Case closed. So you're gonna watch episode 2? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
I mean, maybe this finale sucks.
I am nervous.
balls.
I am nervous about the switch to Netflix. That maybe it's like they don't like it's under the budget and of the original, and I don't know, that it just looks bad and feels awkward. We'll see. I'm sure it's gonna be great.
It's real jokey.
Like, well, could they even get Lou Diamond Phillips to come back? By the way, I looked up like because he's played a number of things, like races, I should and I was like, can he play like a Native American? I mean, I feel like that's something, especially like in the last like couple years, that's been coming up as like
racial
calling out,
authenticity,
calling that out in theater and film. But his dad is supposedly part Cherokee because he's like, his mom's Filipino. And I know him from his famous thing was being Richie Valens in La Bamba.
Oh, okay.
Who's Hispanic.
Because I was gonna ask, like what is he from? Like I know the name, but like
he's in a million TV shows and movies since then. But that was like his big thing. It's a great movie.
Whenever they just need like a blank slate brown guy, they're just like, Lou Diamond Phillips.
Fire him up. He's
LDP,
great.
let's go.
It's great. He's in Brooklyn Nine-Nine for a while, and he's amazing.
He plays a white guy in that one.
Yeah, he does whiteface. We weren't talking about that on the pod, were we? No. Cut that out.
Nope. That's fine. Should we do predictions?
Yeah.
All right. I'm going to do
Fire it up.
mine. Number 1, Longmire dies.
Ooh. Yeah, I have that.
He's an old man, right? It's got to die.
I see him living, so
Yeah.
Right, okay.
I think Henry Lou Diamond is a deputy now.
Ooh.
Yeah.
From the
Mine are pretty much all just cop related. So I think Vic is the new sheriff.
Oh, okay. Nice.
And then 4th, I think we see a cop eat a donut.
Oh, man.
I think they still have donuts in Wyoming. Finally going to see one eat one.
Crush a donut right now. So you think Katie Sackhoff is
She will be the new sheriff.
Okay.
Yep.
I like that.
So those are my 4.
That's another one. I hope she stays too. She was good.
I could go because I also have that. Vic is the sheriff.
Oh man, I feel like that's so obvious now in my brain.
It's so obvious it's probably not going to happen.
Yeah. I think that Longmire has a dog. He just seems kind of lonely. I think it'd be
Dogmire?
Dogmire. I hope he calls his dog Dogmire.
I hope he calls his dog Walt Dogmire.
God, is that like a Dogbert? What was that? Remember that?
Yeah, Dogbert.
Yeah, Dogbert. Dilbert and Dogbert.
Dilbert's dog,
Yeah.
Dogbert.
Oh my god.
Longmire's dog,
Walt Dogmire.
Walt Dogmire.
That's fantastic.
Great. If not, that's gonna go into my Longmire fanfic. But yeah, I think Longmire survives and he drives off into the sunset. I think he literally drives his car going west towards the sunset.
Okay.
And then my last one, I think there is no food scene in this episode.
Did you write that before or after I said there was a cop eating a donut?
No, I wrote that earlier.
That's impressive.
Yeah.
So we're in direct contention, basically.
Yeah, normally like a no something prediction I feel like is kind of weak, but I feel like there's a lot of opportunities for them to show food in this first episode, like either at the bar or at people's houses and stuff. There's a lot of people like having drinks and having beers, but like never any food.
Right.
So I think that's something that continues.
Yeah, a lot of liquids, but no solids.
Yeah.
Jimmy?
Yeah, I got some. So I think daughter Katie, I think we're getting a wedding because, just got to throw a wedding in there somewhere. So I think daughter is getting married. We didn't really get a sense of if she was in a relationship. She's probably already married
Yeah,
for all we know. She's definitely an adult woman. Oh yeah, I forgot about this one. So I wrote this during the episode when I thought Henry was just the bartender.
Okay.
So what it says is Henry owns the red pony. I feel like I need to come up with something else for that one.
Still owns the red
Because
pony.
that
Yeah, I mean, you could say he still owns it because I feel like he owns it.
Okay.
A lot can happen in 6 years. He could sell it and become a deputy.
Let me circle back to that one in a second. I said Walt dies.
Which one? Walt Longmire or Walt Dogmire?
Walt Longmire. No, he must live. I think Walt dies, and then I put that Walt's and wives like tea ashes are finally spread
Yeah, I would
together. I assume that this whole time he still hasn't reconciled that.
like that monk present that they don't open from the first fucking episode, and they wait till the last one, finally open it to solve the murder.
Oh wow, bringing that back up. And I feel like Henry already owned the red pony, so now I think he's. I think Henry is moving on. I think Henry trying to just speak something into existence. I think Henry is moving on from the red pony.
All right.
Cool. He
Okay,
now
I'll write it.
owns a literal red pony.
Oh god, that'd be dope. Henry doesn't work at the red pony. I'm gonna remember that.
Okay.
Oh god.
All right. Predictions are locked. So let's get into this last episode. It was called "Goodbye is Always Implied." It was Netflix. So all of season 6 came streaming. Started November 17th, 2017. So the whole.
I'll say the title does make it sound like they know it's the series finale.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
It's implied.
It's implied. It's implied. So we're going to watch the finale, and we'll be back after that. All right, we are back. We have finished the finale, the final episode of Longmire. It was called Goodbye is Always Inspired. Jimmy.
That's not what it's called.
Is always implied.
And then they smooch.
No, then they have a full-on weird old sex scene.
Yeah, no, that was really awful. But when he said the titular line, because Vic is like, I can't do this anymore. I can't say goodbye to you. And he's like, in this job, goodbye is always implied. And then they smooch. And then later they have horrible, awkward, just awful, weird old sex.
Yeah. Yes.
He's old. I don't know how old she is.
I mean, she's like 40.
Is she really?
She's 5 years
Like now?
older than me and you. And that was 2017.
Okay.
I guess assumed he was older than he actually is, I guess.
He was 17 years older than she was in real life.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that seemed clear to me.
Yeah, I would have given him 25 years.
Yeah, right.
He was a straight up old man.
If you haven't seen the show, just imagine Clint Eastwood now. That's what
Banging
this
a
is.
30-year-old.
Horrible.
So you got to write up for
here it
everybody?
is. Facing criminal charges, Jacob Nighthorse, is going to offer Henry to take over the casino in his absence, but both are kidnapped by Malachi's men. Malachi forces Nighthorse to sign over the deeds while Walt, Vic, Ferg, Matthias, and a rehired Zach search for him. Walt is aided by the Crow medicine woman, but they are ambushed by one of Malachi's men who fatally wounds the woman. Like Marilyn, I think maybe was her name.
She wasn't on there for a lot of time.
She was just on his porch at the beginning of this show randomly. With the help of clues on the picture of Shane's body and the shooter's clothes, the group tracks Malachi to an old sawmill on the Crow Reservation, where they subdue most of Malachi's men, and an escaped Henry kills Darius. Walt is left with a choice of whether or not to save Nighthorse, and chooses to do the right thing.
That was a great part.
That was
because 2 minutes earlier he had said he doesn't deserve to die. He deserves to be in jail. And then he had an internal decision of whether or not to just watch him die.
What was that thing I said earlier?
I forget. I'm very old.
And Henry just like shoots a man. Can he do that? He's not a cop. Okay.
His vest says sheriff, so
he was wearing a bulletproof.
No, he took it off at that point.
Oh,
that's
well,
right. To be bait.
Sheriff is implied.
Malachi is killed by Walt in a final confrontation, and the deeds are recovered. In the aftermath, Henry takes over the casino while Ferg reconciles with Meg, and Vic and Walt begin a relationship. Nasty, nasty ass relationship. Walt decides to retire and encourages Katie to run for sheriff in his place, while Walt searches for the buried treasure that Lucien claimed to have found.
Wait, is this the beginning of Underworld now?
This just took a huge turn. Also, Katie is spelt like
Caddy.
Caddy Heron.
From Mean Girls?
From Mean Girls, yeah.
Yep.
It's frustrating.
It's just pronounced Katie.
Yeah.
The bulk of the episode itself is just casino owner is trying to get Henry to take over, but even worse man named Malachi is trying to take over the casino for evil reasons.
Mm-hmm.
Kidnaps both of them, then all the sheriff people go to save them. They do. Then weird sex, then retirement. That's pretty much it. Oh, then Dottermeyer runs for sheriff.
Yeah.
Yeah, Dottermeyer was a lawyer for Jacob Nighthorse, the casino guy, and apparently he was not doing good stuff with his money and with his pretty much gambling with the reservation.
Mm-hmm.
And then she's like, I'm packing up. I'm moving to New York. And then she bangs a dude named Zach, who her father then calls from while he's in bed with her still, and hires him as a deputy, rehires apparently, which is good because it was really weird to watch him like get hired over the phone to be a police officer, to then go like directly to a dead body and to do all this stuff with seemingly no training from our perspective.
Well, the one other the other deputy guy was like second day on the job, so it seems like that Zach guy was a cop for one day before that,
and had a run
presumably had 6 months to a year of training before that, right? Am I right?
Yeah. That's Wyoming. Maybe a couple months.
We've never had an issue with cops having not enough training, so
yeah. So she bangs him. She doesn't marry him yet.
No.
Yet.
What is everybody's thoughts on this episode?
So it seems like the what we got here was the culmination of at least a like season-long plot. You get the feeling that the casino plot line and the stuff with even the stuff with like his daughter like packing up, that like that is stuff that's been going on for at least a few episode arc.
Malachi is at least in episode 4 of this season.
Mm-hmm.
Per just like a quick perusal of the Wikipedia summaries.
So yeah, so that's at least,
Oh, he's in the last season too. I see it. So he's been around.
Yeah, so that's like closer to what I was hoping for the show, that it would do like longer arcs like that.
Mm-hmm.
And then beyond that, it does do finale stuff where there's like a musical montage and you get a snippet of what everybody's up to that feels very satisfying finale-y.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like those are
things
like if you like the show, those are pretty much like home run things.
Okay.
What is weird for me
yeah
is like we've kind of like talked about it, is like the just like the sex between the two top billed characters,
just right at the end too.
Yeah,
like they really shoved that in there,
who are main characters and coworkers, and I just like I couldn't help but lol at it that like it just seems something weird to put into the finale.
Well, I think they just want to be like, see,
Absolutely.
love happened.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, but
You've been waiting for this. You wanted this.
Yeah.
Sickos.
did you need it after 62 episodes? You're watching the 63rd and you're like, come on.
That's maybe the That's maybe the right way to phrase the question of like, did you really need this?
I mean, sometimes you do, in all fairness, sometimes you do need this and you really want it. In college, all the boys on my floor, we used to watch Smallville. And I know we were on season like 3 or 4. And Lana and Clark just wouldn't kiss. And one time it was like, I feel like they were just breathing into each other's mouths, but they didn't kiss, and somebody threw a chair. Like
pretty awesome.
Sometimes you need it.
Sure.
This didn't feel like that, but I also have only watched 2 of these episodes.
It didn't even seem like there was a will they, won't they. It just seemed like she was upset all the time, like that he's going to go die. And he was like, this is like my job. And then all of a sudden it was like, we're banging.
She's like, is this a scar? Can
I
have
put my
sex
finger
with
in it? She touched his like open wound. Is that hot to you? Does that turn you on?
I don't know.
Me personally, no. If that's what you're
Right.
asking, yeah.
Oh.
I would actually be more turned on if you left my scars alone or my opened wounds alone.
I don't know. It just seemed weird. Because I'm trying to think of a like example that I would know of a show and how I would feel about it, but it's hard to say.
I mean, they did it in How I Met Your Mother, right? They finally got with her at the end.
Got with the mother.
Actually, he didn't. He didn't get with the mother in the end, technically.
Yeah. Well, I think
right.
it's just like there are shows with tension that gets resolved way late, but I feel like I've never seen it be in like the finale. And to like have it be so like graphically consummated, not just like they have a romantic moment and like acknowledge that they have feelings for each other and then we see where it goes. It's like they bone.
It was like way too long. There was an aggressive boob grab by Walt.
Yeah, it was that scene that just made it off-putting, because it's honestly like if they were like, oh my god, we kissed in the truck, we survived, and then like we kissed again, and now we're like in your house and it's at nighttime, and he's like, it's my whatever, and she's like, oh, I'm so happy we're together, and then like they could have just cut to the morning scene when she was like sitting outside and he woke up and he's like, oh, no one's on my bed, and then we're like, did they bone? And then he walks out and she's out there and like, they totally boned, but we didn't have to see it. And then they talk about their relationship. That would have like almost been like, oh, they're together.
Yeah, right.
Instead we had 5 minutes of softcore porn. Just
weird.
Like I think about maybe the closest thing for like a show that I've seen is like in 30 Rock, there's like a very close relationship with like Liz Lemon and Jack Donaghy, but like they like are never together, and like throughout the show they actually never get together.
Right.
Like
And
it would be
great.
like one level of weird for me if they did kiss in the finale. I'd be like, oh, that's not where I thought it was going. But
what
like,
if the finale of 30 Rock there was a softcore sex scene
Yeah.
between those two?
like that'd really have taken a turn for me.
Tina Fey does a hardcore boob grab on Alec Baldwin.
Yeah, I'd watch that.
That'd be funny, actually.
I'd watch that.
More like Boobmire, am I right?
Minus the Boobmire. Yeah, okay. There was some good stuff. There's a scene that I really liked actually between Henry and Night Horse. I was like, Nightwing? No, that's a Batman. Where they're like both handcuffed and just like, and where Night Horse tells them that he was like trying to talk him into taking over the casino.
Mm-hmm.
It was just, I don't know, it was just good. And then I don't even remember how Night Horse got away. Oh no, they like came and took him.
Or
But then Henry escaped.
so the whole scheme was to like, obviously they made Night Horse, Malachi made Night Horse like do like a confession sort of thing in front of a camera and like make it look like this is only you doing it. So he's like, oh, but they're not all gonna like believe that. So now you have to sign away your whole company casino to me, so then I legally will own it. And then they had the hitman guy that was also a notary republic. So this sounds like
Brian.
30 Rock at this
His name
point.
is
Brian the hitman / notary republic. He then is explaining the documents to the hostage Night Horse. And now when you sign this will transfer 50% of your stock to me and 50% to Malachi. It's like, why are you... Just tell him to sign every page.
He's like holding a gun to his head and like making sure that he's very clear on each of the terms.
Yeah. Did you need any help with the legalese?
Let me know if I'm going too fast.
So, yeah, that was... I giggled when that part, because I was like, this is silly. But all in all, I think I enjoyed it fine. I thought it was good. I'm not done with this show. I still think I could see trying to watch an episode or two in season 1 and seeing if it somehow hooks on me, you know.
I mean, presumably Walt's character must like grow on you, you know. Because like just after watching a first and last of this, I cannot see that actor really drawing you in. I mean, it's not like a young Dirty Harry like movie franchise, you know. This is old white dude sheriff. He's kind of plain and vanilla and squinty. So he plays a great Western style sheriff, but like not super, I don't know.
I think it'll all depend on how he like solves some of the maybe mystery crimes or whatever. Like he smelt the gun and blah blah blah, and you know he's like a discount Western Sherlock at times in the first episode, like very minimal about that. But if they find like kind of fun ways that maybe make sense for him to do for, you know, that, and it's also possible in the first season too, his whole, I don't know how long that guy that plays Branch Connolly, Western, you know, country superstar, Branch Connolly. I don't know how long he's in the show, but I think maybe the tension or like the problems between like those two running sheriff against each other might be interesting too in the first season. So it's possible that it could hook me, and I think I'm going to give it at least one more episode of a try. But I'm not going to say that I'm definitely watching the show fully.
He's got kind of a like a Brett Favre vibe.
Yeah,
like Sons of Wranglers.
Is he from Mississippi?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think it really grabbed me. I feel like there are probably other westerns or mysteries or even cop shows that I'd probably watch before getting into this.
Sure. There's just sometimes shows that like that Western cowboy feel, like 3:10 to Yuma the movie. Like sometimes it's like, oh yeah, Westerns. They're awesome, aren't they? So like if I'm in the right mood, it could work.
Yeah. I do love a good Western.
Love a good Western
True
dressing
grit.
even.
Ooh.
It's got some zing to it.
Been a long time.
Jimmy, you gonna watch all these?
Maybe someday. Got a lot of shows.
When you run out of all the other shows on Netflix.
Been watching through Kim's Convenience some more. Oh man, So good.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
It's an easy
so
bite.
funny. Yeah.
That's another thing about watching this show is they're 15 minutes long. So
That's commitment.
Mhm.
Yeah. You got to have time. I got to get through the rest of the Mission Impossibles now that you got going on that.
Oh, so I just made you keep watching. I said that like 3 weeks ago, and you were like, "Yeah, that sounds like a
I
great
burned
idea."
through the first 3. Pretty great.
Third one's great.
I have issues though, man. What is this company that just has like moles, like bad guys all the time in the company? That's the whole thing, is that it's always just someone who works for them who's a super bad guy.
Impossible.
Like, vet these people.
Yeah, but they do. But then, like, the Chinese government or somebody else also vets them, and they get 2 jobs, and then they're like, 2 jobs is too many, so then they pick one.
If by the 3rd movie your villain is still your own agent, you got serious human resource issues.
Well, the bad guy in the 3rd one's Philip Seymour Hoffman.
Yeah, but the whole thing is that, like, that's the agent feeding him, that, like, working with him, feeding him information. The guy who plays from The Watchmen. What's his name?
Oh yeah, the guy who's Dr. Manhattan
He's
in The
great.
Watchmen. Yeah, he's really good. In the Mission Impossibles, before we end this podcast, every single one is Ethan Hunt is now maybe a bad guy.
and
then he's
prove
like
his innocence.
he's on the lam, and he's like, I'm trying to not make a nuclear explosion, I gotta run a mile. That's like every single one.
Mm-hmm.
And then they're like, oh, also Philip Seymour Hoffman, also like Henry Cavill.
That guy's?
He's in the last one.
Oh, okay.
You'll get there.
All right. I like him.
Also, Vin Rames.
Oh, dude, he makes that series. I don't think he's not in it after 3, is he?
Oh yeah, he is.
He is. Oh, good. Because I started Ghost Protocol, and he's not in it yet, and I'm like,
I don't know if
screw this movie.
I want to say he's in all of them, or not. He's not in the first one, but when he starts in them, I think he's in them. But I can't remember if he takes
he's
a movie
in the first one.
He is. Vin Rames is.
Yeah, he's one of the
It's Charlie.
disavowed
it's Emilio
agents,
Estevez
like
here.
halfway through.
Oh, okay.
He's in the team. He's Luther. He's like, he's the like hacker.
I didn't know he was in the first one.
He's like one of the bad guys, or not bad guys, but like ex-agents that they hire, disavowed agents, and the other one's like the French guy who's actually bad.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that makes sense. When you watch 7 of them in 2 weeks, you kind of forget when some of them start.
Forget Ving Rhames.
I didn't
He
forget.
is that franchise.
I don't see him sprinting around.
He's the hacker.
All right. You guys have anything else to say about Longmire, Showmire before we go?
I don't.
Oh yeah.
It takes.
I was gonna say the bad guy Malachi is Graham Greene, who is
Like
in
the guy who writes short stories?
a jillion movies. He's in The Green Mile. He's in Dances with Wolves. He's in like every movie with a Native American made in Hollywood.
All right. He's their go-to.
Last 40, 50 years.
Sweet. Well, good. He's making money.
And everything else.
All right. I didn't recognize him.
I recognize
gotta
him, but
admit it.
I couldn't place him. But that's just because he's in everything. He was in an episode of Riverdale.
Oh, I have seen Riverdale. Maybe I have seen him.
Of course you have.
I haven't seen all of Riverdale, though. Gets kind of weird. Starts getting musically.
Ah.
And then we stopped watching it.
Right.
So,
Right.
because we're haters. Okay. All right. Well, that's going to do it for first and last this week. We
Did we do predictions?
Yeah, 0 points by the
shit.
way.
No, we didn't.
Which
Which is so long. So long. I
So
forgot.
Longmire.
Oh my gosh. Well, we can do predictions really quick because let's be honest, I got 0 as well. Mine were Longmire dies. Henry is deputy. He's not. Vic is the new sheriff. She's not. And I didn't see anybody eat anything either. Did you see people eat stuff, Joe?
No food.
So
Hey,
you
maybe
did
I
get a
did
point. Yeah, don't rush no points.
Yeah, because I had Vic as sheriff, Longmire rides off into the sunset. I mean, he's riding a horse, but like wasn't what I imagined. And then Longmire has a dog, Dogmire. Unfortunately, no, still alone. But yeah, food. I don't remember any food. I remember them sitting outside of a place that was advertising burgers, but there was no actual food seen.
I recall no food. I still recall coffee and tea.
Yeah, no food at the casino.
No.
No one was eating
vodka.
no one was eating a hot dog while playing poker.
Just beverages.
Yeah. So 1 point then, I guess.
There you go.
Nice. I also had Walt died. I thought they were going to spread the ashes. I thought Katie was going to get married, but we weren't quite there yet. And then I said Henry doesn't work at Red Pony anymore.
Mm-hmm.
He's moving on up to the casino.
Changes the casino name to Red Pony Casino.
Oh man, that'd be dope.
Just to give Jimmy no points. He brought the red pony to him. But you got one.
So I got one.
All right, so I'm the only one. See, that's why I try to end the show fast. 'Cause I'm the only one that didn't get any points. All right, that's going to do it for this week's episode. If you want to send show suggestions to us or tell us stuff about Longmire that we missed, tell us if there's a Dogmire in this show at all. We would really like to know that part. You can hit us up at F&L Podcast on the Gmail or on the Twitter. And that's it. We'll be back next week for another one. Goodbye.
It's amazing the way we haven't evolved our ears to like be able to shut down senses
flaps,
like that. Like
gills.
You can shut your eyes. You can not breathe in order to like not smell stuff.
Yeah, why don't we have ear lids?
Yeah. Where are my ear lids?
Yeah, we got like the Hollow Man of ears right now. You know,
Yeah, they're just open.
Yeah.
I'm just hearing everything all the time.